So chapter 3, this is crazy customer antics. And I just had to share like some of the most ridiculous stories from over the years. And I will say this, most of our customers are amazing. They're just sweet and they're fabulous and they're, you know, we have professional women, college students, whatever, you know, but they're just great. I mean, really, like, I love my customers, right? They are awesome. They are awesome. But we have had some doozies. Like, we have had some doozies. So, where should I start? Okay, let me start with, I don't know if this is my all-time favorite or not. No, it's not my all-time favorite. But let me just start with this one. So the bride. Okay, this was a couple years ago, like when we were just hiring people on for customer care, and bless her heart, the lady that was doing our customer care, she was newer at the time. So, you know, this customer really threw her for a loop, right? So I stepped in. Okay, so I got on the phone with this bride, and she was on 10. She was, my wedding, it's my wedding, I can't believe this. I mean, just like, whoa, hey, like it was so extra. And she was, she was complaining about, this hair is tangling and it's matted and it's my wedding and oh my God, what am I gonna do? I can't believe, you know, I trusted JACE and I can't believe this happened. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, lady, calm down. Like, wait a minute. So she's just, whoa, just up in the tree somewhere. And so I said, let me start. What's your name? What's your name? Honey, what's your name? And she gives me her name. And so meanwhile, I'm opening my laptop and I'm looking, cause you know, I got to start somewhere. Let's start with an order. Let's find out what you ordered. Let's, you know, cause we're going to fix it. Let's figure it out. Right. Cause she said she had just gotten the hair or just gotten it put in or something like that. So I'm talking to her and she's, while I'm looking, you know, I had to boot up my computer and everything. And so while I'm waiting for that, she is like, this was, you know, oh my gosh, and I finally found a man, you know, to marry me, and who says that? But anyway, oh my God, and I just and then she goes on to tell me, and gardenias are my flower, they're my flower, and I was gonna have this beautiful wedding reception, and I'm like, okay, there is something that is not right, because she is way too over the top. And so I get the system pulled up, and I said, could you have purchased under a different name? Because I don't see your name. And that happens sometimes. Sometimes the mom purchases for the daughter or the whatever, you know what I mean? And she says, no. I said, what's your address? So she gives me her address. Meanwhile, she's still like all over the place telling me about her wedding and how it's ruined and how it's horrible and all of this. And so you know, I look for the address. I don't see the address. And then I say, well, what's your order number? I don't know what the order number is. Okay, well, your email address? I look for that. I don't see the email address. And so finally, I said, you know what? I can't find you in the system, but I need to have a starting point. I need to verify the order first. And she was like, well, you know, that stylist that works with you guys ordered the hair and had it shipped to her salon. And I just, you know, I just went there and she just, you know, put it in and that was it. So it didn't come to my house or anything. I said, oh, okay. It didn't come. Oh, okay. Who would that stylist be? So she gave me the name of the stylist. I know the stylist. And I said, you know what? If you just allow me a few minutes, let me give her a call. Well, I hope she remembers me because let me give her a call. So I called the stylist and the stylist was like, Nicole, and I'm sorry, this is not gonna sound professional. She was like, I ain't do nobody's hair. I ain't put that girl's hair in. I don't even know what that girl talking about. I mean, literally, she was like, what? She was like, these people better stop putting me in a mess. No, I have not installed any JACE hair this week or blah, blah, blah. And so I'm laughing at this point because it's just like, who does this? So I called the little girl back and I said, basically, you didn't buy the hair from us. I talked to the stylist. The stylist doesn't have any record of accepting a payment from you. She also didn't, oh yeah, the girl was like, yeah, I got it done last Saturday. Last Saturday. And so the stylist doesn't work on Saturdays. Her assistants work on Saturdays. She doesn't work on Saturdays. So you couldn't have gotten your hair installed then. And then it was like, and she was like, well, I just don't know what happened. I know what happened. You're lying. That's what happened. And you wasted my time. That's what's happening. But I was just like, but okay, this is 2 days now. Cause now you tried to shake down my customer service rep. And then I got on the phone and it's back and forth. You've wasted off and on 2 days. Who does that? When you could have, it's like, go, anyway, I'm sorry. I get a little worked up, but I'm like, go do something positive with all that energy or all that, whatever, right? Creative tomfoolery. I don't know. Anyway, okay. That was the bride. The next one is the UPS truck. Okay, so this was also a long time ago. And now customer care probably has tons of stories, but these are just personal ones that I dealt with. So this was a Saturday. We're closed on the weekends. This was a Saturday. Our administrative office is closed on the weekends. Warehouse is open. Anyway, and somehow, I guess I was in the office and I picked up the phone, right? It was a weekend. I don't know why I was picking up the phone, but I picked up the phone. And this was another one. When I say she wasn't on 10, this girl was on 20. But instead of the crying and the whatever, this one was like angry and frustrated and, just whatever. JACE is the worst company ever. And she was just going off. She was like, this hair is tangled and it's matted and I need a replacement by Friday because I am leaving the country and I can't believe this is the worst service I have ever received and I will report you. I will so and so and so and so. And I said, because there's only but so much of that you're gonna do, at least on the phone with me. So I said, I don't know what I said, but she calmed down. And then I said again, what's your name? So we go through this whole spiel again. What's your name? What's your email address? What's your address? Blah, blah, blah. I wasn't finding it, but this one, she had mentioned a friend who was a customer. So it was trying to give a little credence to her story a little bit because her friend was actually a customer of ours. And so I said, well, you know what? Because I started feeling like, okay, And so a lot of times when people, anyway, I'm not gonna go into all that. Let me just stay focused. Okay, so then I said, you know what? Let me ask you a few questions because I wanna try to track this down. I'm not finding it in the system. She said the email where the order receipt would have been sent to, she doesn't have that email anymore. Somebody hacked it, whatever. So I said, okay, let me ask you a few questions. So I said, okay, so I'm trying to get some identifying information so we can help you. So when you got your delivery, how was it delivered? How did the delivery come? Was it post office? Was it FedEx? Was it UPS? I mean, how did it come? Because I want to find out if the hair was tampered with or swapped or stolen in some way. What happened? And so I said, was it post office, FedEx, or UPS? She was like, yep, it was UPS. It was UPS, because that brown truck pulled up, yep, and the guy got out with his brown UPS suit, yep, and he had my hair in his hand, yes, it was UPS truck, yes, he had a brown suit, And I said, okay, well, brown truck, brown suit, that's definitely UPS. All right, okay, all right, good, okay. And I said, so when you got your package and you opened your package, were the contents, shuffled around? I mean, was the hair disheveled? What was it? How was it wrapped? She was like, no, it was perfect. I know this is JACE hair. No, because it had the plastic sleeve and the JACE sticker and the so and so and so forth. And very adamant. And the hair, you know, came out of the long plastic sleeve. You know how the hair comes when you buy the hair, so and so and so. And I just let her finish. I just let her finish. Just let her finish. Because she is digging her own grave. And then I said, well, you know what? That is really strange because we don't use UPS to deliver our hair. And Jace hair has never been put in plastic bags. Never. So it wasn't Jace hair that was delivered to your house. I'm sorry. You didn't buy hair from us. And she says, well, and I said, let me just give this girl an out because this is so terrible. I said, well, you know what? There are a lot of companies out there. Maybe you bought from a company that you thought was Jace. And so she said, well, yeah, because my friend hooked me up with somebody, you know, to buy this hair. I'm going to talk to her. You know what? I'm going to find out what happened. I'm going to call you back. Doo-doo. Crickets. Nothing. And I just said, oh my gosh. Like, why? Why, y'all? Why? You know, it's funny, but it's sad at the same time, right? And you take it as a compliment because you're like, okay, you were trying hard to get some Jace. I mean, that's awesome, but it's too much. It's just too much. Okay, I'm gonna wind up this section, but I have to tell you about two more real quick, just real quick. Okay, so the next girl is a model, and she bought Russian Fade, I believe, or she said she was a model, I don't know. Hair was great. I saw the hair was beautiful. Hair was really nice. And she was emailing in, complaining about she doesn't like the hair and this is wrong and that's wrong and this is wrong and that's wrong. And so customer care was helping her and, you know, letting her know this is what you need to do and so on and so forth. But it went from one thing wrong to another. And we're like, what's the problem? And finally, it was the color. Right? Now, Russian Fade is raw, so you might want 1B, but you might get a 2. You might want a 4 and get a 2, you know, that kind of thing, because we don't guarantee the color because it's raw. And so we finally got it down to, okay, it's the color. It's the color that's the problem. So we were able to, you know, let her know, hey, this hair is amazing quality. You can always color it if you like, but we let everybody know on the website we don't guarantee color, blah, blah, blah. Very professional, very nice, you know, glad to have gotten to the root of the issue. And she was fine dealing with a few of our, with customer care, and then got on the phone with one of the managers and literally lost it. I don't know what happened. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. I don't know. She went ballistic, went crazy. And I don't know if they just didn't, I don't know, but she went nuts. And she ended up sending this email, expletives, just crazy. And she said, I'm a model and right now I'm not working. Okay. I sit home all day doing nothing. I just watch hair videos and I will do everything I can to make it a living hell for Jace. I will try to put you out of business. I will go on every blog, on every such, and I will do. And I'm like, what in the, I will. I said, what you need to do is go get some medication. That's what you need to go get some medication. Who says that? Who says I'm going to sit at home and do nothing but try to ruin your company? Over some hair that wasn't the color that you wanted, that we told you we couldn't guarantee. I'm just saying, you want to have a hair company, you better get ready, you better get ready. Most of the people are beautiful and wonderful, but there are some crazies. This last one, I don't even know if I'm gonna put this one in the video, but I have to let me just tell it. Okay, this one I think was the funniest. I don't know. So we had this lady who ordered hair, and her hair was, I think, 3 days late, something like that. Okay, so definitely was late. Raise up my hand, it was late. And she kind of was beginning to freak out a little bit. And so customer care let them know, okay, it's shipping on this date, so on, so on, so forth. And she wrote this email that was just a scathing email. You people better not be blanking with me, and I have read, and I know, and just going correct, threatening, You know, and I will come up there. I will, and you know, and my husband works for Homeland Security. So I will find your home, where you live, and I will put your information all over social media, your personal information, your medical records. I can get access to all of it, and I will let oh, see, no, see, no. See, I can be professional with the best of them, but that, no, you didn't just, what? Okay, so we canceled her real quick, like real quick. We had already made her hair. Her hair was about to come in 2 days. It was done. We canceled her real quick, gave her her refund, bye, and then she was mad, like mad. Oh, by the way, the last girl, the model about I'm gonna make it a living hell, we blocked her on everything. Blocked her IP address, blocked her phone. She can't call us. She can't even think about us. Okay, can't get to the website. Nothing. That's what we do because crazy people. So this one woman, so she follows up with an email after we cancel her and we say, listen, you're obviously very uncomfortable with moving forward with this purchase. It's probably best that we, you know, cancel your order, refund you, blah, 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 goodbye. She follows up with an email. And the email was, that was the email that went in even more with, I will, get your personal information and I will, and it was threatening. It was crazy. And how dare you just refund, how dare you cancel my order and refund me? I will find you. I will find you through my husband and Homeland Security. And all this, it was like, it was too much extra. And so it was so threatening. It was so threatening. We called the FBI. He's a Homeland Security. We called the FBI and and we talked to someone in the FBI. We gave all the information. We told them that, it was extremely threatening. We had copies of all the emails. We went right there. We're not just gonna sit and what? We went right there. And the FBI agent told us that absolutely not. If anyone is working for Homeland Security and is using their, their employee information for this type of purpose, they will lose their job, so on and so forth, whatever. And so we have some amazing technical people that work for us. Like, I love them. And one of the guys, he said, no, I'm gonna look into this myself. And so, through the email address and the social media page and this and that and this and that, we were able to find the husband who works for Homeland Security. Yeah, we were able to find his resume. He's been a security guard for 15 years. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a security guard. Nothing wrong. That's an honest living. That's an honest paycheck. There is nothing wrong with being a security guard. But he was a security guard, like this security guard. Okay, not Homeland Security, all right? And I said, are you kidding me? I wanted to pull my weave out. I was like, what? I said, listen, the only thing that homeboy is securing is the land in front of his home. That's about as close as he's getting to Homeland Security. Like, who are you people? Like, I was just saying. And again, wasting my time, wasting time. We calling the FBI and are you nuts? Are you crazy out of your mind over some hair? It's too much. It's just too much. So again, another one. Go see a psychiatrist. Go get on somebody's couch and go take some meds. It's too much. It's too much. I'm done.